Title: AITA for exposing my wife and stepfather at my parents' anniversary dinner. Part 1. Original post. March 2017. Hey Reddit. Throwaway for obvious reasons. I-28M just dropped a nuclear bomb on my family and now everyone's split on whether I went too far. Last weekend was my mom and stepdad's 15-year anniversary dinner. Big event. Catered. 50-plus guests, sentimental speeches planned. I wasn't even supposed to be there. I had RSVP'd no weeks ago, and my mom assumed I was just being distant again. But I had a reason. 3 days before the event, I found out my wife, 25F, of 2.5 years, has been cheating on me. Not just with anyone, with my stepfather. Yeah, my stepfather. I'd had suspicions for a while. She was distant, cagey with her phone, taking calls outside. And when I confronted her one night about her recent coldness, she turned it around on me, saying I was too emotional lately. That pissed me off, so I did something I'm not proud of. I checked her phone. I know it's a violation of privacy, but what I found shattered me. Messages. Dozens of them. Months worth. Not only flirtatious, but explicit. Pictures. Voice memos. One message from him said, "He's such a boy. You need a real man." And she replied, "You're the only one who makes me feel alive." I confronted her. She cried, denied it, gaslighted me. Said I misunderstood. Then she broke down and admitted it. Said it was a mistake. A moment of weakness. Except, moments don't last 7 months. I moved out that night. But I wasn't done. I couldn't let them keep their fantasy life, especially not in front of 50 people who thought they were a fairy tale couple. So I showed up, halfway through dinner, just as my stepdad was making a speech about loyalty and building love from the ground up. I stood and said, "Loyalty. Like sleeping with your stepson's wife." Everyone froze. Then I played the voice recording. It was them, mid-conversation. Clear as day. You could hear their laughter, and at the end, her saying, "You better delete this. If he ever finds out, I'm screwed." My mom fainted. My aunt screamed. One of my uncles tried to punch my stepfather, but someone intervened. My wife ran out crying. Chaos. Now my phone's blown up with messages. Some say I was justified. Others, mostly from my mom's side, say I ruined an important night and humiliated everyone. So, AITA. Top comments. You, sibling of chaos. NTA. That's betrayal on a level most of us can't even imagine. Good on you for standing your ground. You, predictable villain. Watch. She's gonna come back in 2 weeks and say she's pregnant. Screenshot this. You, whisper sister. You dropped a truth bomb. Now they get to live in the crater. Keep updating us. You, mid-speech mayhem. The timing. The line. The recording. You're not just NTA, you're a damn legend. Update 1 April 2017, see prior version, expanded fully. Word count approximately 2,000 plus. Update 2 May 2017. So, it's official. She wasn't pregnant. Turns out she lied about missing her period. I found out from a friend of hers who didn't even know she was still texting me that she was going around telling people she was reconnecting with me and that we were planning to work things out for the baby. Absolute fantasy. I confronted her again. She doubled down. Said she felt pregnant and that she was just scared I wouldn't be there for her if she waited for confirmation. I told her that manipulating someone with fake pregnancy claims was next level disgusting. I also said I would never speak to her again. And I haven't. My mom is doing okay. She's not talking to my stepfather. Turns out, this wasn't his first time cheating. Just the first time it was someone in the family. He sent her flowers and a long letter apologizing. She burned it in the backyard fire pit. No exaggeration. My aunt filmed it. My family is half proud, half horrified. Some people still think I should have handled it privately. But at this point, the damage they did outweighs how I exposed it. Top comments. You, the liar begins. So she faked being pregnant to emotionally blackmail you, and now she's telling her friends you're working things out. This woman is dangerous. You, fire pit justice. Give your mom a hug from Reddit. And tell your aunt she's iconic. You, exploding cake. Everyone says you should have handled it privately, you did. She lied. They betrayed you. Public consequences for public betrayal. Update 3 June 2017. I got a call last week. My ex's sister. She was crying. Said she didn't know who else to talk to. Apparently, my ex is pregnant now, or so she claims, and she's saying it might be either mine or my stepdad's. I hadn't spoken to either of them in almost 2 months. Long story short, I demanded a paternity test, and she actually agreed. I don't know if she thought she could manipulate it, or if she was just desperate. But the results came back last Friday. The child is neither mine nor my stepfather's. I'll let that sit for a second. She was cheating on both of us. Or maybe one of us was the side guy all along. I can't even begin to unpack that. My mom cried again. I think some small part of her held on to the hope that maybe this child would be a connection to her marriage. But that dream's dead now. Stepfather moved out. Rumor is he's crashing at a friend's house out in the suburbs. I haven't seen him since the dinner. I hope I never do. Me, I've been focusing on therapy. And I've been journaling. Writing everything out helps. A lot of you said it was healthy to process the betrayal this way, and you were right. Top comments. You, not your baby. Honestly, I didn't think this could get worse. But here we are. You, chaos matriarch. She cheated on her affair partner. The audacity. You, detangled. This is like watching a car crash in slow motion, but the guy walking away is stronger each update. Rooting for you, op. Update for September 2017. Big one today. I moved. Got a job offer in a nearby city, about 2 hours from where all the drama went down. Took it. New apartment, new gym, new coffee shop. Clean slate. Therapy's been hard. I've cried a lot. Sometimes for my marriage, sometimes for my mom, sometimes for who I used to be. But it's working. I feel like I've regained parts of myself that I didn't even realize I'd lost. I still have nightmares, but fewer. I still think about her sometimes. But with anger now, not grief. One small win. I rescued a dog. Named him Scout. He's got one floppy ear and destroys every shoe I own, but he's loyal. Quiet, and he knows when I'm feeling off. Better company than most people these days. Also, I started dating. Just casually. 1 or 2 coffees. No big attachments. One of them said she recognized me from Reddit. I didn't confirm or deny. Top comments. You, blank slate OP. You're doing great, man. That's not a reset button. That's called leveling up. You, dogs before bros. Scout is the real MVP. Pix PLS. You, path to peace. From nuclear chaos to dog dad in 6 months. You've earned every bit of peace. Update 5 March 2018. Almost a year. This week was hard. Anniversary of the dinner. I lit a candle, not for the marriage, but for the man I was before. That version of me deserved a goodbye. Mom and I talk often now. She's doing okay. Still single. She says she's enjoying her quiet life. She even started painting again. Landscapes. I have one in my living room. It's not perfect, but I love it. Here's the unexpected twist. I met someone. Her name's Julia. We met at a bookstore, believe it or not. She saw me pick up a copy of The Count of Monte Cristo and asked if I'd read it before. I said yes, but that this copy had a better cover. We laughed. She gave me her number. It's slow. It's careful. But it's real. More soon. Top comments. You, poetic closure. Lit a candle for the man I was before. You need to write a book, op. You, dog book coffee. Julia, Scout, books, and peace. This is the healing arc we all needed. You, death to stepparents. This man went from betrayal to bookstore rom-com. I love it here. Update 6 October 2018. Hey everyone. It's been a while. I wanted to wait until I had something meaningful to say, and now I do. Julia and I are engaged. Yeah, it happened last weekend. I proposed at the same bookstore where we met. She cried. I cried. Scout barked at a pigeon and ruined the photo, but that made it even more perfect. I never thought I'd get here again. I mean, after everything. Trust felt like a mountain I couldn't climb. But this woman, she's not just kind, she's consistent. No lies, no secrets, just this quiet, unwavering presence. My mom's over the moon. She's helping with the planning. She even offered to do the flowers, and she's painting small canvas centerpieces of different landscapes for the tables. She calls it her healing project. My ex, haven't heard from her in almost a year. Word is, she moved cities again. I don't know what she's doing, and I honestly don't care. I think that's the most peaceful feeling of all, not caring. Top comments. You, Slowburn Sunset. From nuclear dinner party to heartfelt proposal. This is a novel, not a post. You, Painted Peace. Your mom sounds like a queen. So happy she's healing with you. You, Pigeon Photo Bomb. Scout deserves a bow tie at the wedding. Non-negotiable. Update 7 August 2019 We got married. Simple backyard ceremony. Close friends. Julia wore green. Scout had his bow tie. We danced under string lights while my mom cried, happy tears, this time. And the big news. We're expecting twins. I still don't quite believe it. Julius glowing. I've been building cribs. My house looks like a Pinterest board. My therapist says this is the healthiest he's ever seen me. I don't post as much anymore, mostly because life isn't a constant fire anymore. And I like that, but I wanted to come back here and say, it really does get better. Not magically, not quickly, but slowly, and then all at once. Thank you, Reddit, for listening, for caring, for commenting when I felt like my world had ended. Top comments. You, Bow Tie Midwife. From betrayal to babies. We are not okay. You, Twincredible. Please tell us you named one of them Monty and the other Christo. You, Quiet Victories. Op, you deserve every second of peace. Congratulations. Update 8 November 2022 Life's funny. The twins are 18 months now. 2 little tornadoes of joy. Julius a superhero, seriously. I have no idea how she handles nap time, teething, and still manages to make coffee with a smile. Me, I work from home mostly now. Career's going well. We moved into a bigger place. Then, the past showed up at my doorstep. My ex-wife. I hadn't seen her in nearly 5 years. She looked tired, worn. She held a folder and said she needed my help. Her daughter, not mine, needed an operation, and she couldn't afford it. Said she had nowhere else to go. At first, I felt a pang of guilt. I almost offered to help. But something felt off. So I asked around, called her sister. Turns out, the kid's fine. No operation, no emergency. My ex was lying, again, trying to use a fictional tragedy to pull money from someone she betrayed and abandoned. I didn't say anything to her in person. I just shut the door. My mom passed away earlier this year. Cancer. Quiet, peaceful. She saw the twins once, held them both, and told me she was proud of me. I keep one of her landscapes above the crib. The sky is orange and wide, like the kind she used to paint in therapy. It reminds me that healing is possible, even after everything. Top comments. You, Painted Legacy. That final image broke me. She got to hold them. She got to see your piece. You, Door Closed. You didn't shut a door on your ex. You closed a chapter. You, Full Circle Father. So sorry about your mom, Op. She raised one hell of a man. Update 9 Final March 2023 This will be my last post. It's been 6 years since the dinner. 6 years since I watched everything I thought I knew fall apart. My kids can say, Dada. Scout's slower now, but still refuses to sleep anywhere except near the crib. Julia's teaching again. She sings in the kitchen. We take turns cooking. Our house is loud, loving, real. I visit my mom's grave every March. I bring her a new painting. One of hers, or one of mine. I started painting last year. Landscapes, like she did. I'm not very good, but I think she'd laugh at the attempt. I kept the original voice recording. Not out of spite, but as a reminder of what I came through. Of who I used to be, and who I am now. I forgave them, not for them, for me. I forgave my ex-wife. My stepfather, wherever he is. I forgave the version of myself that let love blind me. Because holding on to that hate was burning a bridge I never wanted to walk again anyway. So here's to you, Reddit. Thanks for carrying me through the fire. And if you're reading this, and you're in your own version of year 1. Keep going. It gets better, and then it gets beautiful. Op. Final comments. You, year 6. This was more than a post. This was a memoir. Thank you for sharing your heart. You, Redemption Road. I came for the drama. I stayed for the healing. You, OP's journey. 25,000 words later, and I feel like I've watched someone be reborn. You, Arga Previous.